Hello, I am the Silver Wheel Witch. Welcome to my channel. I am here today to do another What's Inside flip through book review. And this month I am going over some of my favorite reference books and specifically ones that I believe are still easily obtainable. So this is one of my favorite crystal and gemstone books. I wouldn't say it's my first go-to, but the first go-to I have is out of print and it's pretty expensive, so I didn't want to share that one here. I'll probably share it in another video in case anybody's interested. But this is a great book. It's readily available online, and this particular version I have is kind of a bougie version that I got from the Witch's Moon box. But it does come in paperback. I'm not sure if you can get hard copy like this with the embellishments online or not, but it is an excellent book. It is Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Crystal, Gem, and Metal Magic, and it is published by Llewellyn. The back looks like has a quote from Scott Cunningham: "Stone magic is built upon simple ideas and has direct results. Using a stone in magic brings its influence and energies into play. Directing those energies is the magic." And it gives a blurb about the book and a little blurb about the author as well. Okay, so inside the cover, like I said, this was a version I got from the Witch's Moon. So it's got a little bit there from the Witch's Moon. "May the spirits of stones bring you comfort and companionship. Be blessed." Witch's Moon. We have a little title page here. And then it looks we have a little tidbit. It says, "Stones are gifts of the earth. They are manifestations of the universal forces of deity, goddess, God, and fate, which created all and that is, all that was, and all that has potential of being. What secrets lie within the water-worn pebble lying on the beach? What hidden energies pulse inside the stone on your finger, the gems around your neck? Could the very rocks you walk upon draw a love into your life or help you financially? Find the answers for yourself. The powers within stones are available to us all. Use the earth's treasures wisely, and they will bless you with all you truly need." Beautiful. I will go ahead and read about the author. I like to do that. It says, "As Scott Cunningham practiced elemental magic for more than 20 years. He was the author of more than 30 books, both fiction and nonfiction. Cunningham's books reflect a broad range of interests within the New Age sphere, where he was highly regarded. He passed from this life on March 28, 1993, after a long illness." And here we go. Looks like this book was originally printed in 1988, and this is the second edition, first hardcover printing in 2021, and the 20th printing 2022. Okay. Special thanks to Megan Myris of Milestones for providing the magical stones and metals for the color insert of this new edition. For information about her stones, please contact Megan at, and it gives her information. There are some beautiful pictures in here of the gemstones. Gives you another list of books from Scott Cunningham. And it states, "This book is dedicated to Robert Thompson, who introduced me to tourmaline, rock hounding, and the pleasures of crystals and stones." Okay, with that we go into the contents. It's only 2 pages long. introduction. Part 1, Beginnings in Magic. Chapter 1, The Powers of Stones. Chapter 2, Magic. Chapter 3, Stone Energies. Chapter 4, The Rainbow of Power. Chapter 5, Hearts, Diamonds, and Stars. The Magic of Form. Chapter 6, Obtaining Stones. Chapter 7, Cleansing the Stones. Chapter 8, The Stories Within Stones. Chapter 9, Stone Divinations. Chapter 10, A Stone Tarot. Chapter 11, The Magic of Jewelry. Chapter 12, Stone Spells. Part 2, Magic and Lore. Chapter 13, The Stones. Part 3, The Magic of Metals. Chapter 14, The Metals. Part 4, Supplemental Information, the tables, and it has energy, projective and receptive stones, planetary rulers, elemental rulers, magical intentions, magical substitutions, birthstones, and it also has resources, a glossary, an annotated bibliography, and an index. So one of the things I love about Cunningham's books is they have a lot of information. So with that, it goes into the introduction, which is a couple pages long. And then it goes into part 1 of the book. And flipping through it, he just really, in these books, I love that the whole front section of the book, probably a good fourth of it, gives you all the foundational and basic information that you need to start working with stones. So someone who's never worked with stones before, either in just a metaphysical sense or magical sense, can pick up this book and get all the basic information that they need to work with the stones. Let's see, what's this? They got some divinatory meanings for the tarot, different stones that go with that. Okay, and then it goes into the different sections. So this one is the stones, and with each stone, like I'll give you amethyst, it's got a lot of information on this one. Each stone gives you the energy, the planets, the element, the deities, the powers, and then magical uses. And each one has a different amount of information. Like you can see here that the amethyst has more than 2 full pages of information on the stones. So it's got a lot of magical and lore and stuff about each stone. Some of them have less, like you can see here's one that just has a little bit, but it goes through all the stones. And then here are some of the gorgeous pictures. So it really gives you a good idea of some of the popular stones, what they, more common, I should say, stones, what they look like. The pictures in the center of this book are just absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous stones. Okay, and then it continues on with the stones. And after the stones, you have the metals, and for each metal, it goes through the same thing. He's got all these magical correspondence, and then in the magical uses, it gives you more information about the stones, ways to use them in magic. And then you have some supplemental information, part 4, and you start going into some of the tables here. So it just really breaks it down nicely for quick reference if you need something projective or receptive based on the planets. If you're working with a certain planetary energy, what stones go good with that. The elements, fire, water, magical intentions. So if you're starting out doing spell work and you're not familiar with stones, but you want to include them, like say candle magic. Often people will use stones for that. Birthstones even. So it's just got a lot of really good information in here. It's a great first book for stone correspondences. And I love that you're still able to really get it online without really having to dig for it. There are some great books out there, but a lot of the ones I see they're out of print, so they're harder to get your hands on. And then there's a nice glossary. And it's not too big of a glossary, but covers some of the basic terminology. 1, 2, 3, 4 pages long. Let's see here, and then the annotated bibliography. Bibliographies in his books are pretty good. You've got going back to 1800s in here. A lot from the 1900s. So pretty good size bibliography. And then of course it also has the index here, which especially for reference books, this is really big for me. I personally like indexes in any book because it's handy to have, but especially if you're using it for a reference book, I feel it's really important to have, to be able to easily look up what you're looking for in the book. So it has that, and I think that's it. And then it just has some information here about Llewellyn, the publisher, and there you have it. That is the Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Crystal, Gem, and Metal Magic. And like I said, this is an excellent place to start if you're just getting into it or you want a good reference book. And with that, if you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you.